Hi everyone, this is Kelly with Kelly Ann Crafts. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this is my fourth card for the month of June. This card is a lot of fun, and it's sort of a fun fold, but not really. I know that sounds funny, but that's the truth. And it's highlighting our designer series paper that is our Incolors. So this is the designer series paper Incolors. And Spotlight on Nature for a card. So this is what you get in the pack, minus a couple sheets because I've used them already. But you have it in the Pretty in Pink, the Shy Shamrock, the Petunia Pop, the Summer Splash, and the Peach Pie. And so one side has got the flowers, and then the other side will be stripes. And then you've got polka dots, and on the polka dot ones you have this as your design. It's a nice way to get all the colors. It's got a floral, geometric, something you can use very easily, throughout the next 2 years. But this card focuses on this designer series paper using this stamp. And then we are going to be using the You Can Do Amazing Things stamp out of Wonderful Thoughts. All of these, this is in the new catalog. This is in the new catalog. And the other thing that we are going to be using is we are going to be using these butterflies. They are paper butterfly accents. They are in the new catalog also. And they come white and a number of different types of butterflies and sizes. I'm using a couple different sizes or different flavors of it in what I'm going to show you today. But they're really nice. They're laser cut. You can leave them white. But I'm going to color mine. So here's the card we're going to make. It's a really fun card. It's not super difficult. The hardest part of this whole card is coloring the butterfly. And that is easy peasy, so simple, especially if you have blends. It makes it so much easier. And then the inside is very simple. It's just got a butterfly on it. And then the envelope too is just got the same color butterfly. It's a monochromatic card. It's very, very simple. And let's get started. So in your packet, you are going to have, if you ordered all of these from me, or you placed a order with me for at least a minimum of $25, I can send these to you for you to make. You're going to have a gem, and I put the gem on something. You will have a butterfly. That's the butterfly. So see how pretty those laser cuts are, and we're just going to color that. You're going to have a circle for your sentiment. You're going to have a piece of designer series paper that has been scored, okay, and one side is this. Now you can choose to do it, so you've got the stripes and just a little bit of floral, but my design has got it, this way. Now, like I said, you can make this part the stripes and this the floral. It's up to you. You can fold it either way. But for the purposes of today, we're going to fold it like this one. And you'll have an inside piece and your envelope. It's very simple. The first thing we're going to do, though, before we use our blending brush, we're just going to stamp a couple of things, and so that we have that ready. And I'm going to set everything else aside. So we want to stamp our sentiment. We want to stamp our butterflies. And I'm using the Summer Splash so that we stay within the colors that the paper is. And the best thing about doing a circle is you really can't not line it up. You just have to get it in the center where you want it, and you just stamp it down. And it could look crooked if this was the top and that was the this is the bottom and that's the top, but just turn it in and as straight as can be. Love that part. And let me put my butterfly on my inside piece. I love butterflies. I really do. And so there's my butterfly there. And while we're at it, let's get our envelope. Let's make those flutterbys fly everywhere. I really think they should be called flutterby, but I think somebody messed it up and called it butterfly. Because to me, butter is yellow. That's just me. Okay, so we've done all our stamping right here, and I'm just going to set that off to the side. I'm going to bring in my messy paper because I have my messy paper that I do things on. So this is my messy paper, and you can see my beautiful, beautiful butterfly here. So I am going to come in here with my little, this is a mini brush. Now I hold them up towards the top because I am heavy-handed and I'm afraid I'll break it. So I hold it up more like this. And I'm just going to brush this on here and pick up some of the color. And off to the side, I'm just going to swirl that on. Okay? I'm just swirling it on from off the side. Until I get what I think I want. And I'm going to just swirl that on. Now I'm kind of doing darker towards the bottom, a little bit lighter towards the top. But there really is no right or wrong to this. I mean, if you want to make it all just really dark, you certainly can. And that's really it. Now, to see if I like it, here's what I've done. I go and take my white piece of paper that's not adhered down, and I put it on there and go, do I want more color on that? Maybe that's all the color I want. Oh, our little antennae just went goofy. But maybe I want a little bit more color over here. So now I'm going to put it back down. I'll grab a little bit more color, and I'll come in with a little bit more color on that one side. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I need a little bit more right there. Okay, let's do another spot check on the white. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to let that fly. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to shut up my ink. And now we're going to assemble a card. I mean, this is how fast this card is. That was the hardest part right there, and you're done pretty much. Our envelope's there. This is the inside of our card. So we're going to bring over our card base. I always suggest taking your bone folder and reburnishing your edge, because when I send it to you, I haven't adhered it down really strong yet. We're going to put this inside. We're going to do our simple Z. I love the Z. And then we're going to line this up with approximately 1/8 of an inch all the way around. If we like that, we're going to say, yep, we're committing to that. That's half the card right there. Oh my goodness. Couldn't get much simpler than that. I think, am I missing a piece of paper in here? I think I'm missing a piece of paper. Well, then, let me get over here and cut a piece of paper. Because I need the border to this. And that piece is not big enough. I'm just pulling some scraps that are on the side of my table here. And this is how we do things when we do it wrong. Okay, that's certainly big enough. Let me just see how big it is. I think it is 5 1/8. Okay, 5 1/8 by 2 3/8. So let's pull out. Let's change. Not a problem. So we're going to go 5 1/8. So there's my 1/8 right here. Hopefully you can see this. Let me put this up a little bit further so you can see it. 5 1/8. Just going to cut down here. And the other was 2 3/8. So that's right there. Let me cut that. Now that should be the piece I need. We'll find out in a minute. And because I didn't see that. I hope I didn't do that to anybody else. This is my designer series paper. I'm just going to, with my finger, fold it over. And then I'm going to open it back up. I'm going to bring my adhesive. And I'm just going to go right down the middle of it, like this. Okay. I'm going to fold it back over equally. Okay. Now we'll see if I cut this correctly. I did indeed. And I'm going to put this on with glue. I'm just using every adhesive you can think of because I think that's fun. But I just want to get this on here. Glue, this is just a sliver of like a 1/16 of an inch around, and glue gives me time to be able to move it if I need to. And then if I I'm comfortable, I can press it down. I'm going to go on the back and press the hardest. First off, if I have ink on my fingers, you won't see it. I'm going to glue this to the paper. But it also doesn't move the front of it. That looks pretty good. Now I can use my adhesive like this. And I can do that little Z magic I do. Z magic. The Z magic. And now I'm going to put this on my card. Well, that's pretty. That was fun that popped in. Okay, I'm just making sure I've got my card opening up the right way and everything. I am going to place this about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge and the bottom and set it down. Okay. I am going to take my sentiment now and I'm going to put some dimensionals. You gotta love them. Gotta love them. Can't live without them. Dimensionals. It's been so stormy here in North Texas the last, I want to say, week or so. Been quite the adventurous ride with Mother Nature. Gotta love her. Gotta love her. But some days you just want to say, enough is enough, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to put this right about here. Boom, boom, boom. And again, I'm going to pull out my glue because now I'm going to glue down my little flutterby to go right here. And I just want to glue down part of him, you know. I can tilt him more. You make that determination. I kind of like him tilted that much on this particular one. My sentiment is higher than it was on this one. So I'm liking that little bit of difference there. So I know I've got to put glue in this area here. And you've got to be very careful. If you have a precision tip, go ahead and use it. I usually can do this pretty good. I love glue. My friends tease me in Stampin' Up! Because I'm like a glue person. And I always have been. But I learned how to do all my crafting with glue first. Now, those people who started in, like, let's say you started in scrapbooking or something like that, and you used a tape roller first, well, then you're going to be really, really good at the tape, as with a tape runner or something like that. I am not good with it. Now, I only put glue over here, and I would like a little bit of glue under here. And this is a way to get glue under there without making a big, huge mess. Take a little piece of scrap and put a dot of glue on it like that. Just gonna heat this up. There's a technical name for it. I don't know the name. And I'm just gonna lift this up, tap it in that glue, pull it out, and then tap it down so it sticks on the paper. Now I've got glue there, and I didn't have to make a big mess. Now the last thing we need to add on here is a gem. And the gem that I chose is out of the Incolor Shimmering Gems. And I'm just using one. You can use more than one if you choose, if you have the pack. But if I've sent you the kit, you should have just one in your color. And I'm just putting it on there. And that's it. So isn't this a fun card? Fun, easy. I'm so excited about these cards. Now I have 2 in this color now, but let me show you what they look like in all the colors. Here's the one we made today, and we may have different styles of butterflies. So, okay, here we've got it in Pretty in Pink. Okay, this is the Shy Shamrock. Okay, Shy Shamrock. This is Peach Pie. And every time I say pie, I think of Sharon Armstrong because she says pie. And I love it because I love that Texas accent. I don't have one. My father was from here. I was not, so I was raised with an upper Midwest accent. And then the last one is our Petunia Pop. absolutely beautiful. And each one of them using different butterflies and everything, it came out so nice, you know. And they're a simple, quick card. You could put hello on it. I just said you can do amazing things. Because just imagine if you have a friend who is having a down day, and or you just want to send them something, a smile. You can do amazing things, you know, with whatever. It's such a great phrase to give to your friends. So I hope you've enjoyed June's cards. Next month we've got some fun folds, and more fun folds than like this month. It wasn't very many fun folds. Some could call this a faux fun fold, but it's not really a fun fold. It's just manipulating the paper. You could slice two pieces. I thought that was unnecessary, so I just folded it over. But I want to thank you again for joining me and hope you have a blessed day. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.